They start them young at the village primary school at Ciaroy in southwest France. Since November 2010, they've been learning to write not with a pen, but with a computer keyboard. And some of them are already tweeting at just 5 years old. Twitter's playing an increasing role in French classrooms. Teachers are using it more and more with ever younger pupils.
Alors on répond à sa question, est-ce que la maman poule coupe ses œufs? On répond non.
It's a simple idea. The teacher writes the message that they want to send on paper, and the children tap it into the computer. These youngsters can't read or write yet, but their teacher says it's a useful exercise as it develops their spelling and how to form thoughts. When you ask some youngsters, what could we write, they answer, my dad is strong. That's got nothing to do with what we were talking about, so to get them to take account of what the others are saying about constructing a phrase is also an important goal. The classroom Twitter account is closely controlled. No one can read the messages without the teachers say so. And here, the children don't send messages to their parents like other classes do. Here, they correspond with Canadian classmates in Calgary. To begin with, the parents needed some persuasion. It's all part of a child's working toolbox now. You can't sidestep the internet and all its possibilities, so it's rather good. Afterwards, it's like everything. You have to set a framework and limits, and above all, explain well the interest in this type of use. There are about 150 Twitter classes in France at the moment. These pilot projects are not universally popular. Critics have described them as everything from a gimmick to a dangerous mixture of business and education. What's interesting about these technologies is that when they're used to communicate, you can finally break out of these four walls and start learning for real. Because you can explain something 10 times in class, but how do you transfer that to the real world afterwards? That's the big problem. This private school in Geneva has a different experience. Like many European schools, tablet computers have arrived. This one has kitted out 1,200 pupils. The sheer size of the project makes it a one-off in Europe. These 12 and 13-year-olds are doing maths over a network. And the teacher can keep an eye on the calculations of all 21 pupils from his desk. You gain attention, you're sure that everyone's taking part. You can check everyone's work on the spot. It's much quicker and much more efficient. At least that's what I think. Children have taken to this now as though it's a tool they've been using from time immemorial. The tablets cost a little over €160 per child per year, and that, some say, is quite a modest investment that could become the norm.